Now we'll make these lines from the shirt. We will make only chains. These details are to make it look like a real shirt. Let's make only chains, but I won't give you a number of chains because we are going to measure the body. We are going to measure the body, but in chains. Place it right here, and we'll form like a small curves to make it look like two parts of the shirt. The quantity of chains are from this point and all the way around the body, and then finish on the neck. I just finished my chains, but I'm not going to cut yarn yet, in case that I need to make more or if I need to undo chains. Take your needle with dark green yarn. We are going to sew these chains. Place it here in the middle and start sewing. Now turn the chains. We are going to keep sewing here where the green color starts, and keep sewing around the body. I just finished sewing and now I got here where we started. Now place these chains in the middle and finish it before the last round. If you need more chains, make them. Now let's make two little pockets. With the same color that we are working on, make 3 chains. Start on second chain one single crochet and make another one. Turn, round 2, 2 single crochet. Cut, and we have our first little pocket. To sew it, we will place it like this. Don't worry about these little threads. We are going to hide it while we sew. Place the first pocket and place it from the half up, similar like the pockets of the real shirts. Sew, but only on 3 sides. Leave the upper side without sewing it to make it look like a pocket. Make the second pocket and sew it exactly the same. The pockets are ready. Now let's sew the arms. Count from the top 4 rounds and place one arm there. And sew them with symmetry, one in front of the other. Insert your needle on the arm and start sewing it this way. Now sew the second arm. The arms are ready, and now we are going to sew the head. Hide this yarn that we got left here. For the head, take the same color of the head yarn. Place the head with the joint pointing to the back. Take one stitch from the head and one from the shirt. Sew it like that until finished. The head is ready. Now sew the mask. We will sew the same way that we did on the head. Take one stitch from the head and one from the mask. But sew it this way. Don't take the edge of the mask. We want it to look like a mask and not like a part of the face. I just finished sewing the mask and this is how it should look. A little separated from the edge. Now let's make the black little straps. We will make them with only chains. We're not going to count the chains either. We are going to make them according to the size of the head. We will sew our first strap right here. If you think it's long enough, now start sewing. Now make the other strap. It goes from the head and to the other strap. Follow the same instructions by making it with chains. And sew the same way. After finishing sewing, hide all the yarns. Now I'm going to make the knife. This is the last accessory. Start by making 10 chains. Start on second chain and make 1 slip stitch. And now make 8 single crochet. This is round 1. On first chain we made 1 slip stitch and then 8 single crochet. Turn, and for round 2 make 9 single crochet. This is how it must look. Where we made the slip stitch, it has to look like a little curve. Now let's make the handle. To make the handle, we are going to do it in I-cord stitch. I have it done in color black. That is as it should be, but I will show you how to do it in gray yarn. Let's start by making 3 chains. Insert your hook on second chain, make a loop, just leave it like that. Now on third chain, make another loop. Now release these 2 stitches, but hold them really tight. Now make 1 chain in the first stitch we have, make another chain in the second stitch, and another chain in the last stitch, and we get the 3 loops like when we started. Now let's do the same. Release 2 last stitches, make 1 chain with the first stitch, 1 chain in second stitch, make the same in third loop. Let's do it one more time. Release last 2 stitches, hold them so they won't undo, one chain, another chain, and chain in the third. Now we just close the 3 stitches into 1 chain. Make a safety chain and cut the yarn. And this is how it should look. I hope you can see it. Now take the gray part, the knife. Remember, we have to hide all the yarns. Take your needle with black yarn. This knife has to be placed in Jason's hand. So sew it this way. Now sew it on the other side too. Don't forget to hide the yarns with needle. This is the result. We have to place it in Jason's right hand. But before, let's do something with red yarn. This is like the blood. Insert your needle with red yarn and make some stitches like this. They are irregular. It doesn't matter the size. Do the same on the other side to finish right where we started. Make a safety knot and cut yarn. And now the last step. We are going to sew the knife in Jason's hand. Place it this way, insert your needle with black yarn, we just sew one side. Let's do the same with the other side. And now our crochet Jason is ready. I hope you liked the video. If so, please give me your like, subscribe to the channel and share. If you want me to do another character tutorial, you can let me know in the comments box.